Easy for you to say. You're as tiny and delicate as they are. You don't have to worry about their fragility as much. I lifted an eyebrow at his words. Delicate? His eyes were still glued to the firefly. His eyes followed it sadly when it flew into the air to join the others. Is this a metaphor? This beauty for us is just a fleeting moment, yet for them it is the climax of their lives, and soon they will all be gone, leaving nothing but dust. Even if this is just a moment, it's something I will remember for the rest of my life. No, it's not. Stop lying. The Count looked at me then, and for a second I could have sworn I saw his cheeks flame red under that soft glow of the flickering lights. I'm looking at them now. They're quite clearly red. They're not anymore. It was gone as soon as it came. My eyes must be playing tricks on me. They're not. I only just barely managed to hear him whisper softly. I'll remember it too. The fuck is it with people in these fucking scenes? Is it that hard to write a scene like this without making it, without just sticking in a cringe-worthy line like that? Do people not read their scripts aloud before they, like, release it in a game? They don't just go, I'll remember it. Oh, well, his cheeks flushed. And then he said, I'll remember it too. Did no one read that and go, ugh, and a shudder was sent down their spine? Ugh. I woke up much earlier than normal the next day and found myself impatiently waiting for Eric's announcement. This is so boring. I had just started to pace when I noticed something through the window. The snow is gone. Shouldn't have distracted yourself. As soon as you distract yourself, that sound plays every time. While I was looking at the now snow-free garden, a familiar tone sounded. Finally! Good morning, I think. He abruptly cut off and a muffled voice could be heard in the background. It seems everything is ready and just in time too. Today we'll have a tournament of sorts. A tournament? What kind? It's good that you had to ask that because I imagine he is about to explain right now. In fact, it segues perfectly. Teams will be pitted against each other in a random electronic lottery. There will be 3 rounds worth a maximum of 2 points and a 4th round worth 4 points. The leader may only participate in the final round and as for the others, choose wisely. Each player is only allowed to participate in a single round. One of my staff will lead you to the tournament arena. Good luck. Right on cue, someone knocked on my door. They're still knocking. This isn't just knocking once or twice, they're still knocking. This probably isn't the servant. I'd hide under the bed and pretend there's no one in here. Miss Archer, I'm here to take you to the arena. This could be anyone. He knocked way too many times. Hang on, did I accidentally skip something there because there was a transition? No, there's just for whatever reason there's just like half a second delay before the transition starts. I don't get it. He led me to where the rest of the team was waiting. Good morning, Miss Archer. Good morning. What do you think of today's game? It's finally a proper chance to use my skills. That shows how useless he's been. We're what, like the 6th test? And only now is he becoming useful. Also, if this is running, we are definitely not dressed for it. Only if your skills are suited, you may just end up failing horribly. I hope I don't end up holding you guys back. I'm sure you'll do fine. You've proven yourself to be an asset previously. A man came up to us. Miss Archer, your team is team number 7. 7. Lucky to some people. If you believe in fucking numbers being lucky though, I feel for you anyway. He handed us badges with the number of 7 on them before leaving to tell other teams what their numbers were. Lucky number 7. Nice. I feel for the Count. I really do. Come on. It's a number. It's really not that relevant. Eric's announcement tone blared out of the loudspeakers, causing everyone to turn to the elevated stage where he could be seen. Welcome. Now that everyone has arrived and received their team numbers, we can get the show started. Please draw your attention to the electronic board. Teams will be randomly paired up to face each other in different activities, which will also be randomly decided. The servants will direct you to each activity as well as relay the rules to you. I believe that's all. Good luck. This is outside. How on earth is that fucking church organ so clear? We all looked at the board in anticipation, watching as it first paired teams and then slowly began to output game names. Splatter? What kind of game is that? One not appropriate for women. It's probably not that. It's not that kind of party. I'm not sure, but I'm still glad it's not ours. Doggy run? Pity we didn't get in that. It sounds like it'd be right up Mr. Wolf's alley. That's not a snide remark, that's just dumb. Well done, you've noticed that the wolf is also a dog. Let me applaud you sarcastically. Well done. Oh, there's our number. We got statues? How do you play statues? Are we supposed to sculpt them or something? Well, it's good that you asked, because now they'll probably explain it to you. No. When did he get here? Please follow me to the game area so I can explain the rules to both teams. I mean, to me, this just sounds like traffic lights. You know, when you get one person who's not looking at you and you're allowed to walk forward, and then when he turns around to look at you, you need to stop. If he catches you moving, you're out. Traffic light. We followed him to a small area where the other team was already assembled. The rules are simple. One person from each team must balance a ball on their head without it falling off and without the use of any other body parts to keep it there. Okie dokie, this sounds like a time I should really be saving. Who is good at balance? Speed changing. Okay, you're useless for most of this stuff. Useless for most of this stuff. Keeping awkward poses. Done. Now, if each team can choose their player, we can start. I turn to my teammates. So, who's up for this? Let me do it. For once, this actually seems like something he can do. Well, balancing might be okay. Miss Archer, the other team has already made their selection. If your team could hurry it up. You're not allowed to be rude to me, you bastard. You're a servant. I'm a guest. I rank higher than you do. Mr. Bandages. Right, this one's in the bag. I agree, that's why I chose you. For once, I agree. God, what is it with him saying for once? Good luck, Mr. Bandages. I don't need luck. We watched as Mr. Bandages and the other team's representative took their positions with the ball balanced on their heads. The remaining members of each team are free to try and distract those participating as long as no actual physical contact is involved. So, we could get our penis out and do the helicopter. Why haven't we done that yet? I'm mooning him's a bit too obvious. He might be expecting that. Helicopter, no one expects that. If you're underage and you don't know what the helicopter is, don't Google it. You'll be scarred forever, and I don't want to be the blame for your your parents paying for all those psychological problems you'll grow up to have. Sounds fun. Is that really fair, though? I mean, I'm sure Mr. Bandages can win without us. Look, Mr. Bandages, your boyfriend has so much faith in you. Ooh, they're teasing him. What? You've got it wrong. He's not the boyfriend. Although, if you really want to play games, why don't we show you a real workout after this event is done? Mr. Bandages just pointedly ignored the conversation and stood straight and tall. His opponent, on the other hand, was wobbling back and forth in an effort to keep the ball on his head. One of the other team members turned to me with a leer on his face. Out of interest, why couldn't I do this test? Just something I've thought of. What is this bizarre music? Jesus. Hey, cutie, how about you and I have some fun later? Sorry, but I'll pass. Oh, I see how it is. You're playing all three of them at once, aren't you? Still, why don't you ditch these losers and let a real man... Oh, God. Don't you love it when people go, oh, you should leave me for a real man? No. Just pat him on the head and tell him to leave. Keep talking and I'll rip your balls off and shove them down your throat. Jesus! That is a violent comeback. I turned when I heard the thump of one of the balls hitting the ground. The other team's representative was cringing and had his hands in front of his crotch protectively. The winner of this game is team number 7. Congratulations, team number 7. You received 2 points. 2 points! We are the greatest! So we could get a maximum of 8 points. Awesome. I turned to Mr. Bandages, who still looked completely unconcerned about the whole ball perched precariously on his head. He was looking at the other team with a smirk on his head. That was too easy. They're not making this puzzle thing very hard for selecting team members, are they? I mean, There was quite literally one person viable for that task. And they said me to pick him. I mean, we made our way back to the main arena and waited for the other teams to finish their first round so round 2 could start. I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be back soon. Make sure you're back before round 2 or we will leave without you. I was going to say, that's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. The Count nodded before leaving. Was that really necessary? Round 1 looks like it's winding to a close, so I'd say it was. We watched as the board slowly filled up with the results of round 1 as each match was completed. There were only a handful of outstanding results when the Count made his way back to us. Did I miss anything? Nothing important. Oh, so it didn't happen. Eric's announcement tone played just as the last result slotted into place. And that's the end of round 1. Congratulations to the team that won these rounds, but remember this is only the beginning. So people who were knocked out in the first round, do they get to go into the second round or are we only playing against winners? Round 2 follows the same procedure as last time. Remember that the player chosen for the previous round cannot be chosen for this one. That is all. Good luck. We watched as the screen matched the team numbers again. Team 14. Isn't that made up of exercise nuts? We're already fucked if it's anything to do with exercise. Brilliant. Let's hope it's not the 100 meters. I wouldn't quite call them that. Still, going up against them in a physical challenge might put us at a disadvantage. What's our activity called? Armed Forces. It's fine. We didn't want to win anyway. We really didn't want to win. We were fine without winning. It's fine. This doesn't sound good. He's a former Boy Scout, so I'm sending Mr. Wolf. Maybe we'll luck out and the Armed Forces things mean some sort of tactical game? Well, we're about to find out. I doubt it's tactical. Follow me. He led us to what looked like an... Hang on, this is just a normal background with a filter over it. Isn't it? I think so, because of that bit there. Very odd. He led us to what looked like an army-style obstacle course where the other team was already assembled. Fuck. Okay. Well, crap. The rules are simple. One person from each team must go through the obstacle course. Finishing it first results in 2 points. If you manage to come in second with less than a minute difference between you and the winner, you will get 1 point. Anything else will result in 0 points. If you manage to come in second within less than a minute difference, how long is this obstacle course when a minute's difference can get you a point? Jesus. Now, if each team can choose their player, we can start. I'm still thinking Mr. Wolf. I turn to my teammates. So, who wants to do this one? Those men look really tough, but I'd like to try. I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. I'm not sure how well I'd do against them, but there's no harm in trying. Not me, I've already done my task. Miss Archer, have you made your decision? Why can't I pick myself? I mean, Mr. Wolf. We said we'd pick him at the start, we're going to stick to our guns. Always stick to your first instinct. You're seriously going to send him up against guys twice his size? Actually, I think this is a good move. Mr. Wolf has speed and maneuverability on his side. It could give him an edge. Exactly, Mr. Wolf doesn't need to be stronger than his opponent just to finish faster. I have faith in him. Oh my god, look at his poor face. We're piling all of the pressure on him and he does not look confident. I won't let you down. Jesus. That there is a sentence said by someone who is not very confident and probably going to lose. This was a bad idea. Please follow me, Mr. Wolf. All right. The man led Mr. Wolf to the start of the obstacle course where the other team's representative was waiting. The man pulled out a starting pistol and fired it into the air. Both participants raced to the first obstacle. I have to admit that Mr. Wolf can run. Yes, but so can his opponent. This will be close. We watched Mr. Wolf speed through the obstacle course, hot on his heels at the opponent. Damn it, he's falling behind. It's not over yet. We watched as the other team's representative reached the final obstacle, a climbing rope, and started to pull himself up. A few seconds later, Mr. Wolf arrived at the final obstacle. I cheered as he cleared it effortlessly. We won! I don't believe it. Neither do I. That was rather anticlimactic. I thought there'd be more fanfare about that. The winner of this game is team number 7. Congratulations, team number 7. You receive 2 points. Mr. Wolf made his way back toward us with a grin. You did it! The Count gave Mr. Wolf a congratulatory slap on the back. We knew you had it in you. With the way you climbed that thing, you should have been a monkey, not a wolf. Hey, Wolf. Wolf's a maneuverable. That's not a word. Thanks, he said sarcastically. You must be feeling pretty hot after running around in that thick outfit. It is hot, but I'll be fine. I just need to take it easy for a while. Gotta get a drink. We don't need you at this point. Would you like to return to the mansion? It's cooler in there. But don't all team members need to be present for the games? Well, the rules do state that all able members must be present, but I can officially give you leave since you do seem to have overexerted yourself. I don't know. You should go. It's not like you can participate in another round, and if you faint, it'll just be a distraction. Besides, you can always come back out once you're feeling cooler. I guess you're right. See you guys later then. Yes. Has Mr. Wolf gone? Like, guys, I just wanted to tell you, that guy is a